3 fallen astronaut crews were honored on Thursday at NASA's Day of Remembrance ceremony at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. And this tops our news making national headlines this morning. The crews of Apollo 1, the Space Shuttle Columbia, and the Space Shuttle Challenger were all remembered. The names of all the astronauts who were killed were read out loud, and the event included a wreath laying and a moment of silence. The ceremony was scaled back due to the pandemic. On Thursday, it was 35 years ago that the Challenger exploded just 73 seconds after the space shuttle lifted off. The 7-member crew that was killed included a civilian, Krista McAuliffe, who would have been the first teacher in space. At least 6 people are dead and several hurt after a hazmat situation at a Georgia food factory. Authorities were called to Foundation Food Group in Gainesville on Thursday morning just after 10. Aerials over the scene show emergency crews at the building along with hazmat crews. Authorities confirmed there was no explosion, but there was a liquid nitrogen leak. More than 100 people had to be evaluated. President Biden issued more executive orders in the White House on Thursday. This time, the focus was health care to help those suffering through the pandemic. The first action was to reopen insurance enrollment through federal marketplaces so Americans could have access to the Affordable Care Act and Medicaid. The second was aimed at protecting and expanding access to comprehensive reproductive health care. Both orders reversed policies that were implemented by former President Donald Trump's administration. The fight in Washington to approve an economic stimulus and get some money in your pocket is hitting some bumps in the road. And Democrats are pledging to go it alone if they can't get Republicans on board soon. NBC's Tracy Potts has the latest on that, plus how new versions of the virus are popping up in the U.S.
President Biden in a hurry to get $1,400 payments to Americans.
First thing I got to do is get this COVID package passed.
His $1.9 trillion stimulus includes money to distribute vaccines. In Los Angeles, people are camping out, hoping to get a shot.
If there's any chance I can get it, it's totally worth staying in line for all day.
Republicans say Biden's plan costs too much. They want to break it up. The White House says no, but he'll negotiate.
We'll keep trying until the end, but there's an urgency here.
With extra unemployment running out in just over a month, Democrats want to vote next week with or without Republicans.
It would be very disappointing, Madam President, if Democrats decided to shove a partisan bill through Congress without even attempting to work with Republicans.
The White House COVID response team briefs again today, now faced with the new South African version of coronavirus showing up in 2 South Carolina patients who have not traveled.
If we continue to have a slower than expected vaccine rollout, the newer strains could start to become the dominant strain, and that would be a disaster for the country.
It's unclear how well the current vaccines can fight the new versions of this virus. Tracy Potts, NBC News.